Sit down.
In 1872, Joseph Trudeau to Prime Minister Donald MacDonald advising him Canada's policy on treaty making was not appropriate to British Columbia. Since that time, governments have been about to agree or deal with the issue of land title. Governments, yo, governments cannot deal with land, Got that, Willie, Danny, sing me a song. Song, please. I will play along. Okay.
Well, I'm heading back to Ottawa. Oka, Guinness Ataki, talking to Ellen Gabriel, Joe David, Alanisa Bompso, and Ida Williams of the Native Friendship Center. This Native court worker that was part of the support group during the crisis. Talked to a lot of non-natives too about this sort of problems out here, and people are glad that there's dialogue now. People are communicating. Some people feel that there is no racism in the Canadian society. Some feel that the natives got their just desserts because they had guns. Nevertheless, it's ironic that finally when Native people do decide to take a stand in regards to the 500 years of ongoing oppression that has been dealt to the Native people, that justice is being handed out, given the manner that it's being handed out. Just like the Louis Riel rebellion.
I will change that for the world. Has taught me a lot to who I am,
In this case,
where I come
Native
from.
people being incarcerated for
And I thank
believing
you
in
all for being here.
what is their right as far as indigenous people in relation to the land. There is the propaganda of the Canadian government that promoted the downfall of Native people to assure the Canadian public that Native people should not take up arms in relation to defining their right. They feel that they can define their relationship to the land, their relationship to the autonomous self-government through negotiations. Final negotiations when one is falling within provincial or federal jurisdictions. That the line gets a little blurry in defining what is the exact value of the land in relation to the culture and the Canadian government. I don't think the land can be negotiated. It's a cut and dry situation how Native people relate to the land, how they relate to James Bay Hybrid project, which was now broken as far as the contractual agreements with the New York City's hydro. Overall, Native people are still fighting. And as far as when a nation defends against a nation, which is exactly what the Mohawk did in relation to the Six Nation Confederacy and the Longhouse tradition. They are a nation, and Native peoples are a nation as a whole in regards to their relation with the Canadian government. The only reason that the Mohawks are in jail is because the Canadian government is using the rights of the conqueror, colonial attitudes of defining their relationship to the people that were on this land prior to the non-native white man Columbus coming in. And it's ironic that in the Museum of Civilization that they have a display trying to refute the whole relationship of indigenous people to this land by having some display pertaining to Siberian, North American land bridge. And that's all myth. How could that be historically proven within prehistory when man is only making assumptions about the geological formation of this planet and the demographic relationship of the people to this planet? Oral history and written history is two different scenarios in regards to how each race related to the land, related to the culture, related to their history as a people. And I don't think it's right that the dominant culture should use myth and non-native historical references to potential scenarios and how this land was inhabited. Just like the formation of Western civilization, it was a matter of dividing and conquering the existing nation states that occupied the land prior to the Romans, prior to the Anglo-Saxons, prior to the German people, prior to all these different ethnic racial groups that have succumbed to certain ruling and existing autocrats. The bottom line is that one man, one hierarchy conquered it, and that became a nation state. And whether that's right or wrong, we'll leave the Creator to decide that. It's been just an amazing story the last 3-4 weeks. And it's up to the younger generation to realize what consumerism, capitalism, and the whole relationship of the geopolitical world today is doing to this planet, and what will be left for that generation and those children and those children's children. A child is a child is a child, but a man is a man, a woman is a woman. And these two beings have a responsibility to that child and to the land. They don't have a responsibility to corporate interests and corporate needs, because that is only lining the pockets of a selected few, just like in lining the pockets of band council. Those people have been picked in relation to the DIA regulations, which in fact is legislated racism as far as defining the Native people in relationship to Canada, the status card. So I'll leave it up for you to decide. I'm going back to Vancouver. I have so much work to do. With so little time before it goes.
I'm panicked. Everything. Get away. Get away. Billy. You live in two different visions. You don't even know if that's you. Years. I didn't know my father. I didn't know my language. And I know Daddy.